Today on Live Daily News, we have some exciting news for a couple of SAISD campuses. A San Angelo man is wanted by the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, and the Water Valley Lady Wildcats volleyball team is ranked. Find out where at. I'm James Bellini, and this is Live. We'll get to the news in a minute, but first, the ArcLight Bar and Grill is San Angelo's finest new sports bar. Catch all of the collegiate and NFL action on the largest video board with 13 other flat-screen TVs, so you can keep up with the latest scores and updates for your favorite team and your fantasy team in an incredible environment. The ArcLight also hosts fight nights for the biggest boxing matches and MMA fights, comedy shows, and more. Go visit the ArcLight Bar and Grill, located at 441 Rio Concho Drive in San Angelo. Starting off the news, 2 San Angelo ISD campuses have been designated as Purple Star campuses by the Texas Education Agency. The Purple Star Award recognizes schools that excel in meeting the needs of military-connected students and families. San Angelo ISD's Farrah Gomez said, "Congratulations to Bel Air and Lone Star Middle School for earning the prestigious Purple Star distinction. This recognition highlights their unwavering commitment to supporting our military-connected students and families. Their dedication to creating an inclusive, supportive, and welcoming environment truly sets the standard of excellence. Central High School, Glen Middle School, and Glenmore Elementary are other schools that SAISD have that share the distinction of being Purple Star campuses." A San Angelo man is wanted by the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office for theft of property. 32-year-old Rusty Hinson is wanted for theft of property. According to court documents, Hinson was taking checks from people for construction work and not performing the work requested. Hinson's last known address was at 9034 Paradise Lane. He is 5'11", 228 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes, and has a 2012 gray Ford Focus bearing the Texas license plate VBF 7363. If you have any information regarding Hinson's whereabouts, please contact the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office at 325-655-8111. Have you downloaded the San Angelo mobile app yet? It's free and it's the best app in the business. Download it off the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store to stay up to date with news in San Angelo. And out of the northern Montgomery County, the Water Valley Lady Wildcats volleyball team is ranked number 1 in 1A by the Texas Girls Coaches Association. The Lady Wildcats are currently on a 6-game winning streak and are sitting at 22-3 overall. The other Concho Valley schools currently ranked are the 2A Sonora Lady Broncos, who are 7th, and the San Angelo Central Lady Cats at 16. Into weather, we have a slight chance of some thunderstorms tonight that clear out by the morning. Right now it's 87 degrees outside with a high of 89, and that slight chance of thunderstorms is at 20%. That drops to about 10% before clearing up overnight, where the low is 66. Tomorrow it looks like it's going to be sunny out with a high of 83 and a low tomorrow night at 57, and conditions will be clear. On Thursday, the high looks really comfortable at 84, and then Thursday night cools off to 58. When we come back, head coach of the Lakeview Chiefs, Hector Guevara, talks about their upcoming game against the Levelland Lobos, and then Laqueta Shelburne with the Concho Valley Republican Women, is in studio. But first, a word from the Bass Bunch.
It's our giant tag sale.
Giant tags plus hail means one thing: giant tag hail sale prices. Right now, during our giant tag hail sale, you can get a brand new 2024 Ford Explorer XLT for just $32,977. But hurry, these are selling fast. Our giant tag hail sale at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston Hart at Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Ready whenever you are. All right, Coach, so playing on Thursday, you guys have just an extra day of break before you guys have Levelland. How do you guys feel about going into this matchup?
We're good. Our kids have been working hard at just, trying to clean up some stuff, for prior games. So, yeah, we're getting after it.
Yeah, it seems like, you came out the gates really strong against Lubbock High, and then it seems like that missed field goal kind of just, flipped the switch for the Westerners. How did you feel the game kind of flowing after that?
Our kids' effort was awesome, and they battled all the way through. We had a chance all the way, probably early in the fourth quarter. Yeah, so, I know our kids didn't give up. It's just one of those games that we just couldn't get anything rolling after the first quarter.
What are some changes you guys are looking to make on the defensive side of the ball to just have like a closer game towards the end on some of those mistakes?
One thing we emphasize this week, tackling. We got to do a better job tackling. And work on our assignments. Just understand that you're not always going to be in the play. Just do what you have to do on the field, and everything will play out.
Yeah, I feel like Chris has had a really good start. Chris Alvizo's had a really good start to his first now. This is his third game starting. How do you evaluate his performance throughout the season?
He's done good. Obviously he's learning, and we're gonna hit some bumps down the road, but that's our job, to pick him up and our guys that have been some team leadership, to help him out and guide him and just keep going, keep doing what he's doing. He does a good job for us, and our kids rally around him.
How do you feel about the matchup this week, Coach? Can you kind of a brief scouting report?
It's gonna be tough. It'll be a tough matchup. They're well coached. They run the ball well, throw the ball well. They got some good speed on their team. I bet our kids they're up for the challenge. And we respect who we play, and we're gonna go down there and give it our best.
Yeah, it feels like Sammy really broke out this week as well on the ground game. Kind of talk about what you were able to see there and kind of his performance.
It was good to see that our running game kind of come alive a little bit. We hope to do the same. Battle through and get what we can take from on Friday, and it was good. The line did a good job leading the way, so it's a good thing.
And Coach, talk about the Lobos defense. I mean, they look like they've really been playing solid, coming off a shutout last week, and only giving up, I think, 28 points the last 3 games total.
Yeah, they're fast. They got some interior linemen that are pretty big. They get after the ball and they rally to the ball well. So the shell coverage, they to the tee almost. They do a good job. So we got our work cut out for us. But like I said, our kids are working hard.
Yeah. Do you feel like that shell coverage that they run? Do you feel it'll give you more opportunities in the run game?
We'll take what they give us. It all depends. Every game's different, so we'll just play it by ear.
To kind of bounce off of the Alvizo question, Francisco Ramirez still averaging about 115 yards per game. How crucial is it to be able to lean on such a heavy passing game with someone with that talent?
We got to get him started early. Not just him, but all the receivers. I think Alvizo does a good job distributing the ball through the receiving core. And every kid, they like every receiver, they expect the ball and they're always open. So it's after the catch is what matters.
Yeah, I noticed that Braylon kind of was hobbled a little bit last game. I know he started and was kind of left out. Is he good, or what's the status?
We expect him to play. That'll be a game time decision.
And what would it mean for your program to pull off a win against these guys at their place, Coach? Obviously.
Oh, I mean, any win it's good for the program. So, we've got to eliminate mistakes and just do our part and take what they give us, and so hopefully we're in a position at the end of the game to win it.
And coming off a Thursday game gives you a little extra time to prepare. How do you feel like that could benefit you?
It's good. You get that extra day of rest. So that this time of the year, kids are getting banged up. So that's always good.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the Giants and who will never, ever flinch.
And welcome back, everybody. James Blaine here with Laqueta Shelburne, Concho Valley Republican Women. Ms. Shelburne, how are we doing today?
Doing great.
All right, we got books to board, or borders to books,
Yes.
and a bunch of other stuff to talk about today.
We actually do, yes. We have a meeting coming up this week and on Thursday.
Okay.
And we're going to have Joseph Vargas there, and he's going to update us. He's from Keep Texas Red, and he's going to update us on the election. So our meeting started at 11 o'clock. 11:30, and we're out by 1. And we're looking forward to that. We're also, going to have some local candidates and let them tell us how their, election candidacies are going. And so I know Ralph Hosher's going to be there, and Rick Bacon, and so we'll hear from them. But we're really excited about a couple of things that are coming up in October. So that's really kind of on our agenda. We're pushing toward the election date. So
right.
We're all watching TV and keeping up with what's going on. And on October 3rd, we have our big fundraiser. We hadn't had one in 2 years. And so we're doing the Borders to Books. We think
This
those
right
are,
here.
Yeah, absolutely. And
This
we
right
think
here.
this is very pertinent, and we think it's pertinent to people who are out to vote. We have a lot of issues with the border. We lined up 4 people to come speak. They'll speak probably 20 to 30 minutes each. The first one I want to talk about is Todd Bensman. Todd has just returned from being embedded at the Darien Gap, and if you're familiar with that, that's one of the most dangerous spots on the planet. And he's been down there with people who are trying to get into our country illegally, for the most part. And so he's going to know their stories. He knows why they are trying to come and what's going on and how they're trying to get in. So I think that'll be good. He's done a book. He's written a book called Overrun, and I'm currently reading that. It's pretty thick, but it's very interesting. Just the first few chapters I've read has been very shocking on some of the things that he's enlightened. The other one is going to be Bonnie Wallace, who I know you all have had on here before. She's
Yes,
from
ma'am.
Llano, and she actually just physically moved some books that were questionable in the children's section to a different location in their county library in Llano, and for that she has been sued. I will tell you that one of these lawsuits has been taken to the Texas Supreme Court in the next few days, and so we're praying, all of us, that she will have a good outcome there. It's appalling to think that that's a small town close to us and that you could be sued just literally for taking something that's very pornographic out of the eyesight of children and just putting it where adults can see it. And so I have no problem with people that are adult age seeing that kind of stuff. It just seems shocking to me that anybody would want to expose a child to that.
You know, we had her in here. She brought one of the books with her, and it was.
I'm sure you were shocked.
It was.
Yes, I have looked at some of that, and I'm like, wow. I mean, I'm an older person, but I didn't know some of that stuff.
Right.
And
no,
stuff I'd never been exposed to myself. The other one is a district attorney from down in that area, but she also, I think, has served in our area, and Tanya Oshweed. And she has litigated down on the border, so it'll be interesting to see what she is actually seeing that is, crime-ridden situations from that area. Right. She also worked on some situations that had to do with the Uvalde school shooting, and so she was part of the investigative team for that. And so I think it'll be interesting to hear her points of view on that. The other one is Dr. Richard Vega, or Pastor Richard Vega. And he has written a book as well, and I need to tell you what that book is. The Journey, and he had the foreword in his book written by Charlie Kirk, who I've seen personally, and I really admire Charlie Kirk and what he does. But he also hosts a podcast. It's called I Fight What You Fear. And so he's coming in from the Dallas area, and I think it'll be interesting to hear his spiritual perspective on, what's going on in our country. So if you're interested in coming, we would invite you to come. We've sent invitations out to all of our membership and a few other people that were suggested to us that might be interested. But if you did not receive an invitation, that is in no way reflective of the fact that we would love to have anybody in San Angelo that's interested. It'll be October the 3rd. It'll start at 6 o'clock for the VIP meet and greet. The dinner and presentation will start at 7 at Bentwood. And so if you want to come, we do have some tables. If you are interested in having dinner with one of these speakers and just talking to them, then you can host one of those tables for $2,500 and bring 7 yourself and 6 other people to sit and converse with that person during dinner. I think that would be, to myself, would be very intriguing, but I'm not going to step in there. I'm going to let somebody else have the privilege first. And if they don't, then I'm going to take those tables myself because I want to hear what they have to say. And then, we have tickets for $100, and if people just want to come and hear. But I think it'll be very, very enlightening and something that people are going to want to know before they go to the polls, maybe some more information that has come from people who've been directly involved in this. I mean, we can all surmise and we can watch TV and we can hear, but for people who've actually been in the thick with these people might be something very good for them. If you want a ticket and you say, let's just say you don't have a computer or you can't scan, we have a scan code on these invitations, and on the we have some posters up in different businesses. Or if you go to our website, cvrw.org, and you can't scan that with your phone, let's just say you don't have one, you can call the phone number on there and one of us will come and help you get a ticket. So we're going to try to make this as convenient as we can, but you can register at cvw.org or you can call in. And if you need us to help you, we will be happy to do that for you. We're also going to be hosting our annual Back the Badge. We've done this for a very long time. Betty Lacey, one of our members that's been there and is a long tenured member and knows a lot about it. This is where we actually honor and reach out to say thank you to any of our first responders and to our policemen, people that work in the Sheriff's Department, DPS, any of those people who have done a lot for our community and maybe don't get thanked all the time. And we've included now the firefighters, so we have pulled pork that's done by some realtors here, and they provide that. We do the rest, and so we'll be doing that down at First Methodist on October the 14th, and we've moved that time frame to kind of catch people in between shifts. So I think she's planning on us doing that from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And then we will be fanning out our volunteers and taking them out to the fire departments. And so they don't have to leave their post and come to us, and we'll be taking them down to the Sheriff's Department. So, you know, kudos to Betty Lacey, because she is kind of the head of that, spearhead for our club. And we would invite people to, if you know a firefighter or a policeman who is not aware, to make them aware that we want to say thank you. And we're prepared to feed them and or their families if they want to bring their family, and we want to say thank you to them. And it'll be at First Methodist Church, 37 East Beauregard. And our next meeting in October, we are going to feature Christy Craddock. Now, Christy is the railroad commissioner for the state of Texas, so I think it'll be interesting for people to come and hear a woman's perspective on that job. You know, when I hear that, I think, man, but I think Christy is a really great leader for that position.
Right.
And so in October, you may want to come and hear what Christy has to say.
All right. Well, is there anything else that?
Well, did I just talk your ears off?
No, I mean, we covered a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on.
There is a lot of stuff going on, and you know, if you want more information and you just can't find anybody to, you know, give you any more information on this, you're always welcome to call 325-653-7500, and we will make sure that you get what information that I did not provide for you today.
All right.
And you're always welcome to come to our meetings.
All
We
right.
welcome people. We love people.
All right. Well, good deal. Well, Ms. Shelburne, thank you for coming in today.
You're certainly welcome. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Back to you guys.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show, the only locally owned news show in the Concho Valley. Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms, and download the San Angelo Live mobile app to stay up to date with news from in and around the Concho Valley. Also, go like South Plains Live on all of our social medias. Thanks again, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.